everyone, welcome back to today's video and the swinging 60s. So I am doing this look today with the lovely Marie from her channel Charmed Wench. She is so lovely. She does empties videos, she does unboxings, she has PR from companies, or it might be gifted, I'm not sure because I'm a bit confused on that front. She does makeup looks and she does some most incredible theatrical looks where she does Halloween looks and just does different things with her face. She also has an Instagram. I'm going to pop that in the description as well. Now this video is going to be a YouTube short for Marie, and I will link the short in the description box along with the playlist with everybody's videos in. Marie's not really done anything much on YouTube for a while. She's had some issues, so you know, she's taking a good break, and she does do the odd one. She does empties and stuff, so it's very much worth subscribing to her channel and taking a look at all the content she's got on there. She's amazing and she's such a good friend. So today's 60s look, and I have done my hair to make it look short, so it's not cut, it's bunded at back. So anyway, and it looks weird to me. So I have done this hairstyle because I'm going to attempt to do Twiggy's look. So her hair was really cropped short, and now I'm going to open up with a fat, and I've still got mascara on from last night, so let's get that off. I thought I got all my makeup, turns out I didn't. The start of the 60s saw a continuation of the 50s makeup look. It involved a flicked upper eyeline, matte eyeshadow primarily in greys, greens and blues on the eyelid, very soft blusher and lipstick ranging from browns and soft reds to corals and pinks. So that was the makeup part, and I meant to read you the history part, but we will get there in the end. So I've already primed my eyelids. I don't know if I've told you that already. My brush is cleaned off, it's just stained with pink. So I'm first going to go in with this white shade here from the Soap palette, and it's called To Be Fair. Let's get my little mirror. Oh, actually this palette isn't bad for that. And I'm first going to pop this all over the lid, because eyeshadows, there was in this kind of makeup, what Twiggy did and others did, it was a lot of white, and then I saw a picture of Twiggy and she had like a blue eyeliner, so that's what I'm going to attempt, because now I can do eyeliner. Yeah, tell me about it. I never thought that would happen. I'm doing that, and I apply eyeliner with eyeshadow. I wet the brush, I'll put the eyeshadow all I want on there, and I just do that. I think I will go off camera to do that because it takes me a little bit of time. Just put a little more there. I started out watching the 50s stuff and it was so much fun, but then when you get into the nitty gritty of it, not very fun really. I mean, Patricia, who I talked to on a live stream on Lisa's channel on a Thursday, she said it wasn't what it cracked up to be, and to what I have actually seen since, it really wasn't. I'm sorry about that. I had to pop off camera and look at my palettes again to see where I was actually going. Okay, so I'm not going to use this palette yet because I feel that's a little bit on the dark side. I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to go in with this palette here, which is a Revolution Pro New Neutrals palette, and it's not the palette I'm using currently for the week. And I'm going in with the shade Glamour, which is usually what I use for eyebrows, and I will be today. Now I'm going to put this just to deepen up the crease, but try and get it as, actually let me go in with a better brush. No, I can't go in with a better brush because I've left it. Right, we'll try with this one. It's probably going to be a bit more higher than the crease, the socket line, to be fair. Just going to deepen that socket line up. And I was quite surprised to read also that the old Cake mascara was still going, and people used to activate that with water and then put it on with a little brush. If you're familiar with those eyeshadow brushes where it looks a bit like a toothbrush but thinner, and then the other end's got a comb, one of those, but really little like that with just a brush. But lots of people used to just spit on it and then use it. That was what Patricia was telling me as well. You used to just spit on it. Also though, tube mascaras were coming in then. They started to come in, and I think that was more mid-60s to late 60s, more so. And there was also something called cream mascara. Now, my original thought when I read cream mascara for the 50s when I was reading up, my initial thought was it was the tube one, what we have today, but no, that is not what they meant. It was basically in a tube, and you had a separate brush, and I do believe, if I'm not wrong, I might be wrong, that was a proper spoolie type brush, and you used to apply mascara with that. So similar to what we have today, but more the brush was separate. And I need to drink my coffee because it's been sat there too long. I don't mind cold coffee though. I really don't, especially in this heat. It has been way too hot for me. I don't like too much heat, and so although I like to see the sunshine and blue skies, which is very nice and pleasant, I also don't like summer much because of that. It's not my favourite season. Growing up I used to sunbathe all the time. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Hours and hours laying on a towel in the garden. I don't know why I bothered, because I'd never go brown, I'd always go pink. Okay, so that's in the socket line. Now we're getting on to some colour. So it was white eyeshadows I was looking at, and the white in the soap palette just don't, in my opinion, show up enough. So I'm going to cheat a little, because I did have cream eyeshadows, and I'm going in with that shade called Cool. It's quite a pearlescent shade, and pearlescents were in. Now that does look like silver-ish, but it's actually not, until I put it on the eyelids today and find out I was wrong. No, it is a white sort of shade, so I'm going to put that on my lid. And then the fun part starts. Now, I was toying with the idea if I couldn't do Twiggy, because I wanted to do somebody iconic of the time, I would actually do Bridget Bardot. But unfortunately for me, I find her look a little bit dull, because it's all browns. Very neutral. Nothing wrong with neutrals, it's just not what I wanted to do. And I gave this a practice, and it seemed to go well until today probably. So I'm going with this. there was something that got released in the 60s which I find very odd, and that was paper dresses. Dresses literally made of paper. Now, I've had conflicting information on this, because one lot of information on it I found was that they was just disposable dresses, and another bit what I found on YouTube, the guy that was narrating it said they were washable, and you've got to think, how come could that be washable? They're paper. So anyway, so I'm not entirely sure, but I think they were just disposable. So these dresses had no shape to them at all. They were just straight up and down, and they had prints on, so it could be Bob Dylan, or it could be just some loud flowery print or things like that, because by the late 60s it started in with the hippie movement, and so they'd have these shapeless paper dresses. I mean, God help them if it rained, they'd look naked, so be walking around in underwear because the dress is gone. So anyway, but I think they wouldn't, because what I saw was a woman went to the beach, she had a bikini on underneath, she took the paper dress off and put it on the floor. Some guy was there at the time thought it was rubbish and dumped it in the bin. She didn't care, because when she come to put it on again and it was gone, she just got another one out of the bag in the package. So yeah, they would take several. So yeah, that was a thing, and I can't imagine having paper dresses now. I've actually searched this to see if you can buy them. I'm not going to, because no. And the price is ridiculous for an authentic 60s paper dress. You're talking into £300 or £400. But I found that dead weird. But a lot of the fashion was, I mean, the late 60s coming into the flares. There was also trouser suits in the 60s. Men was wearing military jackets in the 60s. Women had short dresses and short skirts. That was a thing in the 60s. A lot of short dresses and skirts. There's the eyeshadow. As you can see, look, it looks quite white, so I'm going to go away with that, I'm sure. Right, so next is this black eyeliner I'm going in with from Primark, and I'm hoping it's sharp enough. Now I'm going to draw a black half moon shape there and blend it in a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is get this and draw up here. Now I can't do the flick on eyeshadow, so eyeliner, so I'm not going to be attempting it today. Well, I say I can't, I can, but I don't want it to go wrong, so I've decided against it. Okay, so this is tricky, and I just did goldfish mouth. Well, I have no idea why. Yeah, it normally helps that. I don't know why. So black eyeliner there. Now I think this needs sharpening. I'm going to do that. Okay, so now it's sharpened. Should be better, as you can see. I should have done that previously. I thought, oh, it'll be fine. No, it's not. Last April? I think it was last April. Yeah, last year. I joined in with a birthday collaboration with Marie. Anyway, and it was the 80s themed one, and my video is there for you to see. And I went all out, and so enjoyed that collaboration, and I was very surprised, but also honoured to be asked to join with that. There was a bunch of us YouTubers doing that, and it was amazing, really good. And a very fun morning watching everybody's videos. Right, this has gone a little bit in the shape of the pear today. It would, wasn't it? I should have filmed it the other day when I was on a practice and then not worried if it went wrong. But today it's not going right, but it's not too bad, so I'm going to go with it. Okay, so I'm just going to neaten that up a little. This pencil goes blunt so quick because it's such a creamy formula. Sometimes you need something a little bit more waxy. Okay, so there's the black there. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? Usual me. So I'm going to use this little blending tool and just blend it a little bit. That's working lovely. They did do this, blend it out. Some people didn't. I do like to just blend it out a little bit. So if you can't see this part, I'm having to have the mirror close because of my eyesight not being so great without glasses. Okay, so that is the eyeliner done. And now the fun part where I'm going off camera just to do this because, yeah, I need a bit of time. So I'm going to give you another fact here. Lips were very pale pinks and reds outlined with a red pencil. And eyes, eyeliner was the most important makeup tool. Eyeliner was doubled up at the end of the lid. White eyeliner drawn down over the upper lid to the inner corner of the eye. Not quite doing that. Eyelashes were placed both on the top and the bottom lashes. Eyeshadows were blue, grey and white. And gone was the stay-at-home mom and housewife mode from the 50s as women started to make their stamp in the world and get jobs. So in 1961, the first man in space. In 1966, England won the Football World Cup, not won it since. And in 1969, the first humans to walk on the moon. And the term swinging 60s comes from the free, permissive 1960s culture and the prevalence of popular culture and pop music. Pop music, I've written some. Bands like the Beatles, they started in the 60s. Elvis Presley, although he was earlier, he was going in the 60s. Rock and roll was big then. Not necessarily the 60s, but more established was the Doors, Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles. So I'm going to pop off camera now and do the eyeliner, and I will be back with you shortly. So I've also done my foundation and my powder and everything, and here is the eyes. Now for the life of me, I can't find Twiggy's look when she did this at all. I've been searching for 15 minutes and I can't find it anywhere. So what I'm going to do is find it when I've done this video, and when I put this video up I will pop on that picture as well so you can see where I'm going. Okay, so I've gone in with this foundation today, the breathable one from Rimmel. I've just been searching for this spoolie as well. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyebrows the way I usually do them, to be honest. But eyebrows were, let's see what they were. This is a mess today. No change there. Right. I think they was, let's see. Put this in order, she says. It will help you, they said. Not at all. Yeah, eyebrows were more defined and matched the shape. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. But I'm going to just do my eyebrows the way I do my eyebrows. And thanks. And use that shade there called Glamour, because this shade is perfect for my brows. I quite like it. Palish taupey brown. Just draw my brows. I have got no chance doing different brow shapes at all. I am so fed up with these buildings. As you can tell, I'm so done. I even worked Saturday this week. I mean, really. Constant bang, bang, bang. From 8:30 in the morning till about 6 at night, and it's getting on my nerves. It's a terraced house, not a mansion. Anyway, sorry about the mini rant. So, I'll get on with my brows. Whew, and it's so hot. I've got the windows shut. I've got the little fans on, so if you can hear them, I'm sorry, but I've got to have some kind of cool air circulating, because on my video today, which goes up, the mental health one, and another one next Wednesday, it sounds like it was very windy day, and I had the window open and it wasn't a windy day, but I think what it was, I've got both of these little fans pointing at me as much as I can. And I think the air what was there blew in, hit the fans and created the noise. So I'm really sorry about that. So I've had to shut the window. It sounds like we're having a storm coming up. I've lost that spoiler again. Oh no, come on, not today. Oh, what did I do? What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. Oh. Just going to brush that up. There was more of an arch in the 60s, if I can remember, so. But my eyebrows arching, it's never going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to find the other brush. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Marie, this is a mismatch. Okay, so I'm going to highlight just there, because they did highlight there. A little bit of highlighter. I'm just going to go in with this shade here called Glitz, and that is quite nice. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to highlight with that shade I used all over the lid called Cool. And just highlight there, just to bring a little bit of light to the brows. I do remember reading on that and seeing it, so it did happen. And it's more than likely to use eyeshadow, so because highlighters wasn't brought out back then. Now, the only thing I can't find anything on is contouring. So I won't contour because I'm not sure whether it's authentic. I haven't seen any contouring in the authentic videos and everything like that. And I have the 50s ones to put into that description because I forgot. Nobody told me. You didn't remind me. Please remind me because my brain just goes. Okay, so that is done. Now I think I'm going to pop a colour on the lower lash line just to complete it. And that's where the other brush runs away because I didn't get it over here. It's reachable, so use that one. Give it a bit of a clean. Now I am going to just use that white from the Soap palette called To Be Fair, just to run that on the lower lash line. I am editing now on my cousin's iPad and it is just so much easier. It takes lots less time because I'm not continually having to do bits, export, sort all that out and then import the other bit. So much better. Still takes the longest though. Just does. A little more there. Just to define the lower lash line. The only thing I can't do is the Twiggy mascara where it's individual lashes. I did give it a good go with very thin pencil brush with mascara on and it just wasn't happening. So that is not going on and my mascara is over here. So I'm going to use eyeliner now and I'm going to put this white eyeliner on the waterline, and this lid is so loose, it's ridiculous. This pencil is Rimmel pencil, a Rimmel one, and it's shade Pure White. Now they used a lot of white eyeliner and I have seen pictures where they used white eyeliner in the waterline. Another iconic musician in the 60s was David Bowie. How did I manage to forget him? Love David Bowie. When it comes to music taste, for me, I like older rather than newer. I don't like all these new bands now that sound the same. I'm going to sound really old here. Sound the same and they're auto-tuned. I hate that. I'm not saying there's not something new I like here and there, but mostly old stuff. You're more than likely to see me listening to David Bowie, Queen, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, you know, you're more than likely to see me listening to that than you are to anything really new and modern. Okay, so mascara, because that is over here. Because somebody didn't get organised as she thought she was. Right, I'm going to use this Uma Balm, as I remember reading online. No, Uma, sorry, I can't pronounce it. She don't like people not being able to pronounce things, and I'm doing it. Drama Balm. So I'm going to use that. And because they did have fake lashes, and I don't, and I won't. One, I don't particularly like them, to be honest. And two, I can't apply them to save my life. There's a video on here with me trying, and believe me, it did not end well. It didn't start well, let alone end well. But I don't particularly like these fake lashes anyway. Plus, I wear glasses, so it's not going to work. Right, if I can make these stand out as much as I can. So, it sounds like it's raining. It's not, it's that fan, it's got a bit of a click to it. Sounds like it's raining. Yeah, I think it's got a bit of a click on that fan, and it's making it sound like it's raining. I don't know what. I don't know why, I mean. This eyeliner on the crease line has gone great. No, there's the lashes. Now I'm just going to paint on the lashes as usual, the lower ones. Just dip in a bit. Can't do them individual. Would have been nice, but it just wasn't going to work. So we can't do that, but some mascara done. My hair looks really weird like this. I don't know if it'd suit me with short hair. What do you think? Do you think it'd suit me with short hair? Not this style particularly, obviously, but yeah, do you okay? So, lipstick was pale pinks. I've not done blusher yet. Let's do the blusher. Right, I'm going in with this Revolution one again called Love Struck. Now, with blusher, they put it on there and board it up. which is much the same as I apply blush today. Like that, so it's not much difference. More apples than I do. I don't often bring it down to the apples on my cheeks because it can bring your face down. You do that and do the apples on your cheeks and then it drops. And when you're older, that is not the look you want. There. Now, no highlighter at all here. I'm missing highlighter, come on. I'm not sure the 70s is going to do it either, it's my idea works. So, next I'm going in with this eyeliner pencil. Now, apart from a peachy shade, this is the only one I've got, and it did say outlined with pink, red. Although this is a kind of a reddy pink, it looks more red on camera. Let's dry the corners of my mouth. And then I'm going to pop this on. A bit more line than it should be, but the lipstick should sort it out. Okay. Oh, it's warm. So, I'm now going in with this Rimmel lip crayon called Give Me a Cuddle, as it's a pale pinky shade. That turned out darker than I was expecting. To be honest, I'm going to rub that off and try again. That was not what I was heading for. Going for rather. Okay, so I'm ditching the eyeliner. Lip liner. Right, I'm just going to go in with this. Got a bit of that shade on it. A bit of clean up. Okay. That's better. So much better. I better put the lid on that. I know what I'm like. I'll end up breaking it. Okay. So this is a look. I'm going to go now, and I don't know if I'm going to go around with this all day, to be honest, because it's not bad, is it? Let me pop these glasses on. So this is my take on Twiggy. I will pop all the pictures on my Instagram once this video goes live, and you can see where I was going at, if I can find the picture. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh, not before some more facts. This is where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, so the 1960s in the UK saw the end of the capital punishment, divorce reform and abortion, and the legislation of homosexuality. About time. Hairstyles was the bob cut and the beehive, also short like this, and there were marches, freedom rides, voters registration drives and sit-ins, all of which demonstrated the need for effective legislation, which led to the passage of the Federal Civil Rights Acts of 1964 and 1968 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Major news stories include US enters Vietnam War, the IRA starts its fight against the British, John F. Kennedy wins presidential election, and Chubby Checker and the Twist starts a new dance craze. Okay, so please do pop over to Marie's channel. She may not be active a lot on there right now, but she does do some videos still, and she does put on a lot of shorts, especially on Instagram, and she is so good at it. You've really got to go over there and check her out, as well as on our YouTube channel. Please send her some love and support and tell her I sent you. I will see you again next time for another video which is beauty related, and then after that it's the 1970s. So I will see you very soon. So please do all the good stuff, like, comment and subscribe and all of that jazz. I will see you next time. Goodbye everyone.